In the world of uncertainties, when you really want to know more about yourself, what you're made up of, how you're made up of, and what kind of thoughts you keep getting, what are your skill sets, all these would drive you towards one particular point where you need to understand and derive at the three most important parts of your life as an individual. Okay? Now, these are quoted by Norman Vincent Peale, the famous motivational public speaker from America, who was one of the greatest of motivators ever to have been born on the face of the earth. And the three things which Norman Vincent Peale had said back in the 60s when he was in his prime during one of those wonderful seminars back in the US of his hometown. He says, find yourself, number one. Number two, know yourself. And number three, be yourself. How significant these could be. And if they are not, how could this man become so famous with these three simple phrases which have ruled his life for the next 25 to 30 years when he passed away in the late 90s. He lived an amazing life, but left an indomitable example, set fire wherever he went. And tonight, I'm going to discuss these three phrases with my own soul search and to my own content added to it. Alright? So, let's see what we have in store in my content for those phrases of Norman Vincent Peale. Find yourself, know yourself, and be yourself are none other than the phrases invented or told by Norman Vincent Peale back in the 60s. At some certain point of your life, you might suddenly get a horrible outer-sightedness about your own self and you start questioning yourself, who am I? This is that time of your forlorn life that none whosoever would stand by your side and give you a helping hand or a crying shoulder. This is exactly that time when you are the only one who could stand up for your own self and get on to those challenges with an iron man's fury and determination. No matter what happens, this should be the only attitude with which you have to move head on towards your life's goals. All of us have a great sense of self-belief, but we have an amazingly authentic part to us which cannot be duplicated by anyone. So what I would say is none can copy your soul. 10 steps to find yourself physically, mentally, psychologically, soulfully, righteously, successfully, amicably, and in reality. Let's see what they are. Wake up your conscious self. Create one's own life timeline. Have a significant pattern of original thoughts. Become self-reliant at all times. Empty slate to begin with. Always the best. Rewire your world and keep it that way. Immerse oneself in total solitude. Think and stick to one passion. Follow one mentor till you die. Reorganize your career journey. Now, let's see what know yourself means. Before the world respects you, before the society accepts you, and before the community endorses you, what one needs to do is to respect oneself, accept oneself, endorse oneself, brand oneself, market oneself, motivate oneself, understand oneself, and be quiet within those realms of yourself, which says none can steal your soul, is how I would like to end here. So let's see what we've got in store in the knowing yourself phenomena. 5 steps to know yourself practically, creatively, passionately, and with a lot of wisdom. Identify your personality from within. Understand your core values. Self-ink a journal, a few lines at least a day. Understand your strengths and weaknesses. Query down those automated thought patterns. And let's see what we have in the phenomenon of being yourself. Everyone seeks out an idol in someone else, ain't it? And that's the truth most of the times. Well, before you idolize someone else, try to be yourself 100%. There are chances for you to be idolized by someone else. Beware. Trying to be yourself is one of the most difficult tasks of all times. This needs a lot of dedication, symbolic activity, self-love, self-respect, soul-searching, etc. on an everyday basis. This also puts on you on a quest mode of a totally different universe. So I would like to end here with saying none can reinvent your soul except your own self. So be yourself. 7 ways to be yourself in an original, honest, carved out, utmost sincere and a total human. Never try and impress others. Explore your inner self as much as possible. Keep your confidence in high levels because that's the only thing which is going to make you a strong human being. Always forgive yourself because if you don't forgive yourself, the world will never forgive you. Never worry about how others view you because that wouldn't matter to you at some point in your life. Then never be negative about your own self and find a passion which you love at the end of the day because that's going to make you that total human being which you can immerse and fall in love with all over again like your childhood. A recap: Find Yourself, Know Yourself and Be Yourself by Norman Vincent Peale. And see you soon transformed into totally a different human being altogether. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've got some knowledge or some wisdom out of this video. And if you did, do not forget to like the video and subscribe to my video channel. This is Someshwar Cherukuri signing off, and I'm going to bring you another video another time. Bye-bye and take care.